They lied. The Ministry of Education, the Federal Scholarship Board, the National Assembly's Committees on Education and Scholarships, they all lied. They told all of us that the BEA scholarships was cancelled. They called it useless. They said that the same courses are offered in Nigeria. Why would they take people outside? It has been scrapped. That opportunity for students to go abroad to study has been cancelled from the government. It's done. That's what they said. But the 2026 budget says something else. Students have been protesting online, and you're calling them deceptive, saying they should stop fighting. Their parents have to go and organize protests in front of the Ministry of Education to get your attention, to get answers. You took their 16, 17, 18-year-old children to other countries, and you've left them stranded. Public was told one story, and the budget says another thing entirely. A budget does not lie casually. A budget is an official government document written in black and white boldly. The budget is where intentions are backed with figures. This is where taxpayers' monies are allocated. This is where everything is assigned. This is the official document that is released. Before anything appears in the national budget, it means that somebody proposed it, reviewed it, defended it, and approved it. So let us look at the facts. The 2026 budget under the Ministry of Education, this is what it says. 5.6 billion was allocated for serving 1,532 ongoing BEA scholars, covering supplementary allowances, medical health insurance, warm clothing, postgraduate allowances, and passages. And if you look down again, almost 2 billion was allocated for conduct and implementation of 300 new scholars. Let that sink in. 300 fresh new scholars. Get this right.
For those of you that are saying, Tinubu has given scholarship, Tinubu has sent Nigerians to go and school abroad, this guy is exposing everything. You heard how she started? They lied. And you heard the narration that when Tinubu government came up with this project, the first year, students actually enrolled for it to go abroad and school abroad. Thereafter, Senate said, no, we have to scrap this. By so doing, the persons that have already started, they have already gone abroad, they were left hanging there. They were left for their parents to suffer. You hear what she said? Parents are coming out to say, I've been borrowing from left and right to take care of my small daughter, my son, my this, my that. Even at the time, parents came to protest. You hear this big English, foreign exchange. People start praising Tinubu. The question is, was it executed? The truth from this video is that the first set was not even executed. They've left the students, the Nigerian students, 18, 19 years that have been sent abroad by Tinubu government projects. They left them hanging abroad. Their parents are now struggling to sponsor them, whereas money was budgeted for it in 2025 budget. The lion of it all is that in 2026 budget, triple of that number appear in 2026 budget. About 5 billion to be spent on the same project. A project that was stopped by the National House of Assembly was budgeted for again in 2026. The parents of these students that have already gone abroad, they are coming to protest. Even the students that want loan, you that is always trying to defend, they came out with loan for students. Students going for foreign studies. From this video, I am letting you know they fail in all of them. What's my basics? What's my defense? You are aware that in 2023, 24, 25, and 26, this government, this administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has never executed any budget of that year. I repeat again, whatever that was budgeted for 2025, it was not executed. This is part of the reason why Wale Edun was sacked. The official reason was to ensure cohesion, to enhance communication. We all know, this is my personal opinion, that when Wale Edun appeared at the Nigerian Senate to give the report, he told Nigerian Senate that they expected about 40 trillion for that fiscal year. And what they got to use for execution was just 10 trillion, which means they got like less than 30% to execute the budget of the nation. That was the miscommunication that made that this government to celebrate Wale Edu's edit. You saw how many the party member were. I watched a video where APC member, they came up with his casket, a coffee, celebrating his death. APC member celebrated Wale Edu's death. I watched it on video. I was not told. After letting that man out, because he revealed their secrets, he revealed their failure, which is what you are believing. He has given scholarship to students. The question is, has it been executed in any of the budget the way it ought to be executed? He has empowered students to go and study abroad. They are protesting. Parents of these students are protesting. I hear what this lady said. She's part of it. That it still appear in this year's budget amounting to 500 and something billion. I mean 5 billion plus. It is this same government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Is it Internal Affairs Minister? I can't remember the portfolio of that minister. That lady that mismanaged 3 billion or so. Is it Culture Minister? Is it Better Edu? Maybe you get my point. You get the lady I'm referring to. When she was caught red-handed by Nigerians, what happened? She stepped down and stepped up again. That was how we saw her stepping up, dragging with the person that was now in charge. No action was taken against that lady till date. Why will this government not be encouraging corruption? You and I know that the biggest problem we have in Nigeria is corruption. And we've seen with our eyes open that Tinubu has never fought corruption in any way. During one of the campaign years of this APC government, during Muhammadu Buhari, former governor of Edo State, who was the then national leader of APC, I watched him on video. He said, when you join APC, your sins are forgiven. He repeated it again and used the Esa language. When you join the APC, your sins are forgiven. He used the Esa language, and I heard him, former governor of Edo State, who was the then chairman of APC. He used Esa to say, when you join APC, your sins are forgiven. And direct to his point, that is what they have been doing. Once Okowa joined APC, since we're forgiven, all the billions of the EFCC allegation of billions, embezzlement of billions, forgotten. Who was next? Former governor of Kwara, Kogi State, as he does in the direction of APC, started singing the praise of on his mandate, he shall perish. The EFCC left him alone. Those are just two examples that have joined the mandate and nothing happened to them. During Buhari period, they were doing it. One of the aviation ministers from Jonathan government, immediately she joined, is it Alice Madweke from Anambra State? Immediately she was EFCC were after her. Immediately she joined the Buhari government, that's the APC, as a senator then, and since we are forgiven. The EFCC dropped all the charges. No, maybe they didn't drop the charges, they stopped disturbing her. She was the free person, as according to Shomole. You can see this government, for almost 3 years, they've not been able to execute any physical budget. And this same government, last year, they were saying, whatever they budgeted, they were going to raise. They have raised it. They've made their target. What have you been saying since then? Borrow upon borrow, borrow upon borrow, to the extent on 2 occasions now. Once it is mentioned that they didn't want to borrow, Nigeria on S, they will go to the handle, Instagram handle, or anywhere handle of that agency to go and be writing, don't give our government money to borrow. That is how messed up our government has been over the years. According to some persons, they borrow from OP, they borrow from any source. Recently, after they borrowed from IMF over and over and over, and they flop in the recent one, which they plan to use to do light. IMF is now the one cautioning them. You want to borrow money from Abu Dhabi, Dubai, don't try to, the requirements of that loan, the That looks dangerous. So IMF is not the one cautioning Tinubu government, don't borrow from Abu Dhabi government, Dubai. Because on a weekly basis, the government of Nigeria is always borrowing money. Yet, subsidy has been removed over the years. Nothing to show for it. Yet, over 3 years, they've not been able to maintain budget implementation. I even heard a situation where they were supposed to give health ministry, was it 50 something, 500 something billion. They gave them only 400 something million, maybe 300 something million. You cannot see why the health sector is so down, is crawling on the ground. But we all know they don't go to our hospital. It's you, the average Nigerian, that will suffer. And you're suffering. You that say, oh, his mother, you shall stand. You are suffering. You don't have good health. You don't have food to eat. You that is standing on his mandate, his economic policy is not making you get better. The question is, if you want to argue, are you better off now from good Lord Jonathan time? And now, are you better off now? Well, remember, it's now 1,400. Lights, you now pay more. And you don't even have the light again. Yet, you are standing on his mandate. Because of your identity, I'm an APC member. Because I'm a Yoruba man. But the happy part of it is that you are suffering. Continue. For other Nigerians, this is the time to do the needful. Let us vote this government out of power. It is possible. My name is Barrister Selbo. Thank you for watching. Share this video.